All righty, we are now officially in the dog days of summer. And doggone it, it's hot. Cause child, I went outside and saw the devil tap dancing on the concrete. Said, look at you fools.
He was probably coming for you.
Like I've been saying, he don't want them problems.
Mm.
Not right now in his life. But once again, thank y'all for tuning into the Watch for the Hook Business and Entrepreneur Podcast. It is Michael with
It's Tatiana.
Miss Parker. How are you managing it today? I always
Uh,
ask you how
um,
you doing, but I want
yeah.
to know how you managing it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hey, summertime brings sinus troubles,
Right.
and the heat bring humidity and bring all kind of stuff. And sometimes our bodies just don't want to act right. So, y'all send the good old positive vibes, Miss Parker, and she's over here.
Nobody tell you to put me out there like that.
I didn't put you out there. I'm just saying, you take care of that business as usual.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, so all right, folks, we've heard the controversy about spin that shit, spin that shit,
Please stop
spin that.
singing it. Stop, stop, stop.
But let's just keep it a buck. There's a bunch of scammers that's been spinning that shit. And most of them working, worst of
What you know about scammers?
listen,
Oh, no, 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 about
you
scammers.
did listen, you got one for president.
No, everybody knows at least one scammer.
Shit. And his homeboys and homegirls are
That's what I'm
scamettes too.
saying. Everybody knows at least one.
So
Him. Him.
so
Him is one.
so we got the controversy about, did the black culture adopt spin that shit as they summertime anthem? I'm gonna say
Huh?
listen, folks.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah. I be forgetting this sometimes Miss Parker, she be working so hard
I be under the rock.
that she don't
And
be hearing the controversies, but
wait, a summer anthem.
yeah, it's for the culture.
Mm-mm.
So is our babies being raised to be
Okay.
scammers and scammers? But listen now, we just talking now. We being honest. When you talking about spending that shit, y'all gotta my mind, my mind goes to when I hear that
What?
PPP.
Yeah, that's true.
Now
Yeah.
some of them scammers and scammers done got out of prison.
Yeah, yeah. But this is my thing. Like, okay, so what was it? Last summer it was what, hot girl summer?
That'd be about
Or was it the I
that
don't
was 4
know.
5. It was
Last
WAP.
summer it was yeah.
It's been WAP 4 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Hot girl summers.
I don't even remember what last year was.
Yeah, it's just been a
I
bunch of
don't
shit.
know. I don't know. But I'm just like, really?
I'm just saying, are we adopting that for the culture? Now, a lot of people say it's not that deep, but honestly, it is. And so for a business owner, let's say that. How do I spend that shit? What do I spend that shit on?
I mean, do you even have anything to spend?
Okay, see right there. See you going right at you going right for the jugular. Feel you? You going right there. I feel you.
I don't know. I guess I'm still stuck on the song. Like the song is a catchy tune, right?
But for
The
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 culture.
the the message, no, not at all. Listen,
But is that for the culture?
I mean, I don't know about a whole anthem as a representation of the
Of
summer.
black excellence?
Listen, who said it had anything to do with black excellence?
Okay, so is it black scouts?
I mean,
Is it for the scammers or the
look,
scammers?
they said it's for the culture. The culture is not necessarily always screaming black excellence.
Is the culture always screaming, don't support my black business when I got on all these European designers?
That's true. I don't know. I just don't know about a whole summer anthem. I mean, listen, it's ABC lyrics from a F student, okay? That just is what it is. Who that when they performed live, they couldn't do nothing that they say they do in them songs. So maybe you should take it with a grain of salt. Maybe she ain't doing shit she say is done in them songs. Maybe she ain't looking for them people she say she looking for in them songs because she damn sure can't dance like she say she do in them songs.
What? You see, now you're going real out of our head. Now we looking at it like this. Is it just for entertainment
Yep.
purposes?
Because she's funny as hell.
See,
She's comical.
exactly.
You are
So
comical.
so how do I take you serious?
I don't. So, I mean,
So outside looking in, how you gonna take the culture serious?
with that shit out there
If you
on Front Street.
if we are the culture saying this our anthem for the summer, this how we get down, this how we do it down here.
No, the message, no. No. No,
Because
messaging absolutely not,
because
but
remember, for time people charge you for promotion,
yeah,
and I don't know if Go Yard paid her for the promotion. Because I see, listen, I'm not under a rock myself. I didn't know what a Go Yard bag was either. I
no,
had to have Miss Parker look it up for me.
hold on,
I never knew it existed.
but this is the thing. They been singing about go yard bags.
I need somebody to tell me the song.
Hold, little baby.
Little baby.
Yes, it's one of his songs where he talk about he was the jet was ready to go and the go yard bag was packed.
So not the baby, little baby.
Little baby. Hold on.
See right here,
Keep
I'm already
talking.
confused because
Keep
it's too many. It's too many babies.
talking. Not the baby.
Little baby,
Little baby. Who had a song for the culture back during all the things and sort. Hold on.
yeah. So
What was the
okay,
name of that song?
child, I can't remember because this is my first hearing about a Go Yard bag.
No, no, he said that, what song was it? Hang on.
So while
Wow.
Miss Parker doing her investigations, I'm still like just saying. So for how do we spin that shit? Because I'm trying to figure out as a business owner
This one right here.
what the song is that, little baby.
Uh,
What's it? You gotta take it up.
in
I
a
can't,
minute. It's off that album right there.
in a minute. When did that come out?
Uh,
2022.
yeah, I'm like, they been talking about Go Yard Bags.
Listen, obviously I forgot the lyrics to "In a Minute," or it was just one of them songs that was good for 60 minutes when I heard it and I forgot about it. Shout out to Lil Baby.
Yeah, I'm like, dude been talking about that. He sit up there and said, Jet ready, pack the Go Yard.
All right, so the only yard I knew was the yard, but hey, for the folks that like to go yard, go support a black business. How about that? Keep it on that. Keep it on that. Hey, yeah, put your people up. So there's been this back and forth from business owners about make sure you pay yourself and things like that. So that's how we be interpreting spending that shit. Do you spend it on the business? Do you spend it on yourself? Um, what do you do?
Right.
And I ain't talking about for the scammers and the scamettes because we talking about legal stuff. Just trying to make
Mhm.
sure that when you file your taxes, you don't have the IRS come back and try to take your money or send you to prison.
Make you spend that shit
Make you
in
spend that
the
shit.
back.
Yeah, spend that shit back.
Right, right.
Because just going for reference, they had the little verses, not little, I'm just gonna say they had verses with what was that, B2K and what's some boy's name? What's some other dudes?
Little pretty,
Pretty Ricky.
pretty Rick. I like
Now, so
little
so
pretty.
so so for people that like to spend that shit, what my boy named Baby Blue, remember he got caught up in them scammers and scammers with the
Yeah,
PPP.
he
And then, I'm just saying, he had to spend that shit to get back out. So I'm saying, so how do we spend that shit?
spend his profit.
Yeah, I mean, so you spending advances, you spending what? Because I mean, like I say, for most business owners, when we talking about spending that shit, it's to stay in business.
Yeah,
It's to
yeah,
stay afloat.
yeah,
It's to plug the holes in the Titanic
yeah.
that possibly could be your business. So
Yeah,
we
that's
talking
true.
about spending that shit. We talking about trying to stay afloat.
Right.
Not to floss and boast and brag. Now listen, I get it. We have been raised. I was raised in the culture of the flash and the bling bling.
Oh gosh, we know.
Listen, but this is what happened. After we found out the bling was about, kind of found out people really didn't have it like that. It was
Nope.
all just entertainment.
Yeah.
It was a
Oh
flex.
yeah, which was like the spark of was it MTV
Like MTV
Cribs?
Cribs, it was
Something
all
like that?
it was for the culture. So
Oh yeah.
who did they propagate and promote that shit
They
for?
they had like Trick Daddy and everything on it. Now Trick Daddy still got the same house.
Exactly. Trick's still one of the few ones that still
Right.
owns.
And he renovated his house too.
But when you go back and look in the early 2000s, there were lies.
That's a lot of
There
lies.
was a lot of lies. And
Yeah.
listen, folks were spinning that shit. They were spinning that shit like they had it all coming in. You look at just right now. Let's go back to professional basketball players from the 90s. I will tell you, they don't make the money nowhere near these dudes making now.
Mm-mm.
They spent that shit. You know what they got besides? It's probably maybe less than 10% of those guys now that have wealth.
Right.
Not money,
There's a difference.
wealth.
There's a difference.
We've talked about the difference between having money,
Yeah.
being rich, and having wealth.
Yeah.
There's a big difference because
Mm-hmm.
when you go look at them folks, Shaq wealthy.
Yes.
Shaq about one of
Yeah.
100 million.
Yeah.
How many dudes that came through athletic wise that have been through these major leagues and you can see they still can spin that shit.
Right. They still got it too,
It's
you know.
like not to spin.
Right.
Where they turn around and say, "Oh yeah, I didn't have no, my financial advisor stole this money from me. I wasn't mentally equipped to understand that I got 10 million this year. That 10 million need to last me for 20 years,
Right, right, right,
or that
right,
10
right, right.
million need to last 10 years.
Right.
I
That's
got a
that's 1,000,000 a year.
I got a $10 million deal for 1 year.
Mhm.
I spent nine.
Mm.
My family helped me spend nine.
Ooh, that's ugly.
Spend that shit. You see what I'm saying? Like we're now still listening to athletes right now. There are athletes out here telling us, man, I gotta take care of my family.
Yeah,
I'm
they
the
still absolutely say that. "Help my family out, do my family."
yeah, I'm the obligated breadwinner. I gotta take
Mhm.
care of mama, daddy, sisters, brothers, cousins, aunties, uncles. Always said this. Who said that was your problem?
You're not mine.
But that's the issue. And then another thing about when you spend that shit, a lot of people from the hood, they can't go back.
No.
But you spent money in the hood.
Yeah,
You spent that shit with the homies.
yeah.
But when you
Or the
get
homies spent your shit.
or you get to a certain level and the homie said, "Oh, you didn't spend enough with us."
Right.
You can't come back.
Yeah.
Can't have a charity event. Can't have a party. Can't celebrate with the people I grew up with because I didn't spend that shit.
Right.
Is that us? I'm just asking that question. Like when we get to talking about spending, boosting, scamming,
He's talking like he actually know.
I'm asking these questions because this is the type of things that get brought up. Like, you didn't do enough, which is enough. Do the
So you
people,
need them to quantify enough.
but that's the problem. Who's the person that quantifies
Yeah, that's what I'm
enough?
saying. Enough now needs to be quantified.
Because, last week when we asked about, talking about, does America love people? Man, I caught some.
You did?
I didn't realize that America had ever told that they love black people.
Oh, they told us?
No, they haven't.
Oh, oh, I thought they were saying that they had told us.
No, no, listen, I
Uh-huh.
really didn't know.
They were like, "We ain't never said that." Who told is that what they said? "We ain't never said that."
Bunch of people told me, I heard that the North fought for y'all. That's America. I said, shit.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Okay.
the North? Which North?
Listen, don't get me on this 250 years for you, because listen, that math don't math. We came over here in 1619. Declaration of Independence was signed in 1776.
Spend that shit.
We were originally said to be legally freed in 1862. Juneteenth wasn't celebrated, or I'm gonna say even created until what? 1865. Do the fucking math.
That gives us about
But that's
161.
like the 163.
Yeah, between 163 and 161.
163, but 2026 was 250 years of freedom. We didn't get free until 1865. Civil rights didn't even come around really until 1960s through the 65.
And they done repealed most of that shit.
Right. So we barely 50 years removed.
So do I get to subtract if they took it back?
Hey, I might do that. Shit, they do their own math. I'm gonna do mine. But you can't sit up here and tout 250 free when we are barely 50 free. That's that's like 250 for y'all, 50 for us.
Damn. Is that free?
That's fake free.
Oh,
That's
spend
that's
that shit.
that's fake free.
Spend that shit. How you spend that?
That's
But see,
like
but
that.
see, that's almost not a spend. It's a spin. SPIN. They done spend that shit.
Yes, that's
They
a
done spend that.
SPIN.
They
Yeah,
done spend that
yeah.
shit
That's
on
that's
us.
I'm like I didn't. When I had a coworker, right? That, the preceding the 4th, right, the day
Mhm.
before, sent a, "Happy 4th of July, 250 years free." I'd scroll right on past it, cause like, I just did the math, 1619, 1776, 1862, 1865, civil rights, 1960s through 1965-ish.
Right.
That's not 250 years.
Like my partners asked me at work. They say, "Hey, Mike, did anybody at work even acknowledge Juneteenth?" I said,
Hell
I said,
no.
"Boy, please." it's 190 some people there. There's about 10 black people. You
Mm-mm.
think they acknowledge
Well,
Juneteenth?
it's a holiday for us at work, but I mean, I don't get the red, black, and green Happy Juneteenth in my,
It's a
like a Merry Christmas or a Happy
it's
New
a
Year.
holiday for us. It's not one you get to take off.
Yeah,
It's just it's acknowledged,
it's
but
it's on a calendar. No,
yeah,
we're off for it, but I mean, they're not sending the
yeah,
the Happy Juneteenth
yeah. Because we took,
gifts like
and I know we've jumped a little ship.
we
uh, Yeah,
have. We ain't had shit to spend but for about 50 years.
I mean, so exactly. So let's get back to the spin that shit. How about that? My wife brought up a great point. We have technically only been in corporate America 6 decades.
Mhm.
6 decades, 60 years.
Yeah.
So we are 60 years of African Americans actually making decent wages on a certain level.
But let's keep it a buck. Damn near 30 of them years is on this half of the 2000s. So
It
come on
really
now.
is.
Yeah,
So,
this half.
and then we're only paid mostly off sweat equity.
Mhm. Mhm.
Sweat equity means you
Mhm.
go out there and you got to work for that shit.
Yeah.
We don't own, like, we're still at that point. We talking about ownership. And every time we turn around and own something, we either lose it, they take it, or they buy us out.
Or we spin it.
Or we spend on that shit.
Yeah.
And listen, as business owners, listen, we can we understand that spend that
Right.
shit for real. Because when that spin, it's PIN,
Mhm.
when that thing spins, it's making money for somebody.
Right. Right, 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 right.
But how long it spins tells you how cheap or how reasonable you can sell your product.
Right.
That spin, that shit, that spin helps you lower the cost to your customer.
Yeah.
If you can't keep it spinning at 1,000 garments a piece, 1,000 garments at a time, guess what? Your price gonna be higher.
Right, right. It is.
So we talking about that spin. See, we gotta keep these spins going because when you turn around and look and be like, man, that's high, man. You asking for $28 a t-shirt, but that's only making a 30% profit. We ain't talking about
Mhm.
that spin.
Mhm.
Then you'll go to a big ass retail store.
Mhm.
They'll sell H t-shirt for 40. They paid 50 cents to get it made.
I heard somebody say they had a white like t-shirt dress.
Mhm,
And they were like, "Oh, don't be mistaken. It's just a regular plain t-shirt dress." I take a white t-shirt, right, and make it a t-shirt dress.
mhm.
It's a t-shirt dress, but it's, said European design. And they were like, "So how much did that cost?" They were like, "Oh, it's probably like $240."
What have we said? Leather still leather. Saw a video where they was talking about I ain't gonna name the company, but its initials is an L and the other one is a lowercase letter way on down at the end. They even got videos showing them making their stuff in the sweatshops, and
Yeah.
they like, y'all people are dumb enough to pay
Yep.
10K for something that costs about $40 to
Yeah.
make.
If that. But then it's the same thing in the same breath. The person was like, "Yeah, my t-shirt dress, $240 or whatever. Make sure y'all come to the grand opening of my black-owned business."
But that t-shirt ain't hers, right?
Right.
She's not selling that shit, just
No.
wearing it.
Yeah, it's a designer t-shirt, but you want me to come eat your black-owned chicken.
Man, better have some good seasoning though,
Mm.
'cause I love some
I
seasoning.
don't care. I don't know that I wanna contribute to your, designer $300 t-shirt dress.
See, but that's where I get confused because I'm like, we've talked about this. People of our culture will sit up there and wear all those folks that did hell in comparison
Mhm.
to what you look like.
Right.
Will wear they shit, will go fight, will go march on Washington in the colonizers' gear,
The colonizer.
the colonizers' gear on a non-January 6th day.
Right.
But I'm
Hey,
still
they
on
was just all partying too.
most of them.
The white the records were like white
Hey, listen,
privilege.
they spin that shit and then they spin that shit
They
in three
sure
different
did,
ways.
yeah.
And you turn around, you look like, so wait a minute. How you asking me to support your all black owned business
Mhm.
when you don't even wear your gear technically?
Mm-mm.
Like you out here,
Mhm.
Black Lives Matter. fight the power
Mhm.
in Chanel,
Oh,
in
yes,
Louis
I know.
V. Man, fuck the folks. They don't care. They ain't gonna listen.
They showed 'em.
They ain't gonna listen to me no way. They ain't gonna give me no warnings. I ain't me no fire on the radar. But I'm just asking these questions like you are because we have talked about a multitude of things, and at some point, even right now, you got black kids disappearing with a bunch of white people by
I
themselves.
wonder if they were playing spin that shit
Probably
on a
did.
boat.
Probably was playing spin that shit and saying the N word.
Uh-huh,
What?
uh-huh,
With these
uh-huh,
parents standing right there. Cause
uh-huh.
listen,
Or that one kid.
yeah, and now the one kid come back ain't there. Where your friends? I still tell people to this day, TLC said, what about your friends? Will they stick their ground?
Mm,
Will they let you down? Or will they let you die? Yeah, yeah. If they gonna let you die, they ain't your goddamn friend.
yeah, no, not
I'm
really.
using that word
But I
so
mean, I was
loosely.
in the gym, you know what I'm saying, earlier today with a lady, love her to death, and she came up to me. She's
Sh-
very candid.
And she's Caucasian.
She's Caucasian. I love her to death. We are super cool.
Mm-hmm.
Only in the gym. Okay. And she came to me, she was like, y'all need to tell y'all people, stop letting y'all kids go with them white kids. She said that I was on the treadmill. And when I tell you I fell out laughing because
Said them white
them
kids.
white kids. She was like,
And she white.
she's white. She said, particularly white boys. She said, because they crazy. She said, the one up there in the office now has literally lifted the rock and let all the creepy crawlers out. I was like, yeah, there's a white lady. Mind you, I'm about 2 treadmills down. There was another Caucasian female, and I think she probably, like, super glued her headphones to her ear because the lady I was talking to, she was very loud. She's very outspoken. I
Yeah,
don't
I heard what I working out it.
Right.
Because I had one earbud in, I only keep one in
Yeah.
and one out.
Like, she's very outspoken, okay? She's worked with the feds, like, her whole life. Like, she don't care. She's that chick. She's like, "I don't care. Y'all need to tell your people to tell their kids to stop going
By themselves.
by themselves with them other people." Like, she literally said, and I just fell out laughing. I was like, "Yeah, we preach it all the time.
And we listen, we
Not
understand.
racist, just honest."
Yeah, we but this is the thing. The definition of racist is that you look at some color of people as superior. She's not being racist.
I
She's
mean,
being honest.
then that's what she said. She said, "I ain't racist." She said, "I'm white. I don't know how I can be racist." She was like, "But no, stop. I'm being honest."
And honesty is not the best policy. This is why I keep telling people. People keep saying, we want people to be honest. You don't.
No, you don't wanna hear the truth.
Most of the world loves a lie. You know
Mhm,
why we
mhm.
know they love a lie? Filters and plastic surgery.
And that's what I was gonna say. You can live in it.
They
You
love a
can
lie.
literally live in it.
They love a lie. Come on, man. Just say it
We
out of you.
deviated from our topic
I know
a
it's all
lot.
good. They still spinning that shit because we
Mhm.
SPEND or SPIN. See, I done got it now. It's gonna be spin and spin. Spin that shit and spin that shit.
Well,
Cause you spend that money and they gonna spin that shit around your face.
yeah.
And they gonna spin around them topics on your ass
That's what I
too.
was gonna say. Or they will, by the time they get to you, have spun a story.
Because before we end, I want to just say this. How the hell did Leslie Graham get a death announcement before Mitch McConnell?
Child,
Mitch been dead damn near a week.
child.
And his wife been overseas, who's either Chinese or Korean. She been overseas negotiating deals. But all these folk
She
love
said he ain't going nowhere.
all these folk that love America don't really love America. These folk be playing y'all face, and y'all po asses out here apping for these suckers.
You done.
Yep. Because get what? Way out of here. We'll catch y'all next time.